You've done the work, you've sat in the chair, shared your story, and explored your emotions through talk therapy. You've gained insights, made progress, and uncovered layers of your past that were once hidden. But there's something deeper that's been left untouched, something your words couldn't quite reach. The body holds the truth that words can't always express. Talk therapy is invaluable. It helps us make sense of our thoughts, process our emotions, and begin to understand our experiences. But there's a part of trauma that lives in the body, a part that words can't reach, a part that isn't processed through the intellect, but through the physical, cellular experience of being alive. The trauma that stays in the body isn't just a psychological experience. It's a visceral, physical memory. A knot in your muscles, a tension in your jaw, a contraction in your chest. It shows up in the way you breathe, in the way you move, in the way you hold yourself in space. This kind of trauma isn't solved with words, it's solved with the body. When we experience trauma, especially early in life, it's not just our minds that are affected. The body stores the emotional charge of those experiences, holding on to the fear, pain, and stress long after the event is over. Even if we've processed the memories mentally, the body may still carry the weight of the past. It could be the way your body tenses up when you face certain situations, or how your breath becomes shallow in moments of stress. These are the echoes of past trauma that are stored in the body, where the mind can't fully reach. This is why traditional talk therapy doesn't always provide complete healing. While it's powerful and necessary, it misses the body's role in the healing process, and that's where real transformation begins, when we address the trauma that's been stored in the body, releasing it at the deepest level. Today we'll explore why your body still holds on to trauma even after you've done the mental work. We'll discuss how the body keeps score and how you can begin to release that trauma from within. This isn't about fixing or intellectualizing, it's about feeling, sensing, and moving with the body to unlock what's been held for so long. Now that we understand why talk therapy alone can't always heal the trauma stored in your body, let's dive deeper into how this trauma manifests physically. It's not just about the way your muscles tense or your breath becomes shallow. It's about the energetic patterns that get locked within your body, patterns that are passed on through your nervous system. The nervous system is designed to protect you. When you face a traumatic event, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Your heart races, your muscles tense, and your breath quickens. This is a natural response to danger, and it's meant to help you survive. But in cases of chronic or unresolved trauma, that fight or flight response can become stuck. Instead of moving through the trauma, your body holds onto it, like a dam that's holding back an overwhelming current. When this happens, your nervous system is essentially looping the trauma. It gets stuck in the same pattern of tension, fear, and hypervigilance. This isn't something that can be processed by talking alone. Your nervous system needs to release the built-up energy in the same way it was originally activated, through the body. This is where somatic practices or body-based healing techniques come in. Unlike talk therapy, which works primarily with the cognitive and emotional aspects of trauma, somatic healing works directly with the body and its stored energy. It's about creating awareness of the body's responses, feeling into the areas where trauma is stored, and using breath, movement, and touch to release that energy. But why is this so important? The body doesn't just store the trauma as static memories, it stores it as active energy, energy that influences your behavior, your health, and your emotional state. You may find yourself overreacting to certain situations, feeling chronic pain, or even developing conditions that doctors can't explain. These are all signs that the energy of unresolved trauma is still circulating within you. The good news is that once you begin to connect with your body in this way, the trauma doesn't have to stay there. The more you bring attention to the areas where the energy is trapped, the more you create the space for it to release. By tapping into the body's natural healing capabilities, you can begin to break the cycle of trauma and allow your body to return to a state of balance and ease. Now let's explore how we can start to release the trauma that's held in your body. We're going to begin by identifying where your body holds tension, where those energetic patterns are locked, and how you can begin to consciously release them. The first step to releasing the trauma held in your body is to tune in. You have to create space in your mind and body to feel. We often try to avoid or suppress the feelings in our bodies because they're uncomfortable. But in order to heal, we need to get comfortable with discomfort, with the sensations that have been trying to get our attention. Start by closing your eyes and bringing your awareness to your body. Begin with your breath, just noticing the rhythm of your inhales and exhales. Don't force anything, just observe. Feel the air filling your lungs, expanding your chest and belly, and then gently releasing as you exhale. With each breath, allow yourself to settle deeper into your body. Now begin to scan your body from head to toe, noticing where you feel tension, tightness, or discomfort. Do you feel anything in your jaw, your shoulders, your hips, your lower back? These are the common areas where trauma tends to accumulate. Take note of any areas where the tension feels particularly intense or where you feel blocked. Let's focus on the jaw for a moment. Are your teeth clenched? Are you holding tension in your mouth, jaw, or around your face? If so, gently open your mouth and allow your jaw to soften. Breathe deeply into that area and allow the muscles to release. Imagine the tightness melting away with every exhale. The jaw holds so much of our unexpressed emotion, and when we soften it, we allow that energy to begin to flow. Next, move your attention to your hips. Do you feel tightness there? Perhaps a sense of being stuck or unable to move freely. The hips are the storehouse for our emotions, especially trauma that stems from fear, shame, or a sense of being unsupported. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow your hips to soften. If you feel safe to do so, gently move or sway your hips to release any remaining tension. With each movement, allow the energy to move through, releasing the emotional charge that has been trapped. The key here is to feel. The more you bring awareness to these areas, the more you can begin to release the energy that's stored there. With practice, you'll start to notice subtle shifts, a feeling of lightness, a sense of space, and even emotions that may arise as the energy begins to move. Remember, trauma doesn't need to be pushed or forced out. It needs to be invited to release in its own time. The more you give yourself permission to feel, the more your body will be able to process and release what's been stored. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It knows how to heal, how to release, and how to return to balance. Now that you've started to tune into these areas, let's move on to the next step in the process, deepening the release and clearing the energetic blockages that may still remain. If you're feeling the shift, it's time to deepen the practice. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay connected. Share this video with someone who needs to break free from the past and move into their true power. In the comments, write, "I am releasing the past and embracing my power." This simple affirmation will anchor your release and activate the energy in your body. Keep breathing, keep moving, and let's continue transforming together. Now that we've begun to tune into the body's messages, let's deepen the release of tension and energetic blockages. It's important to remember that releasing trauma isn't just about identifying tension. It's about creating space for energy to flow freely, for your body to return to a state of equilibrium. The next step is to use intentional movement to facilitate this release. This is where somatic practices come in. When we move our bodies in a conscious way, we allow the energy to move with us. The trauma that has been stored in your jaw and hips is not just stagnant energy, it's energy that needs to be moved. Start by gently rolling your shoulders back and forth. As you do, imagine that you're releasing the tension stored there. The tension that's been carried from emotional experiences, stressful situations, or moments of fear. With each roll, feel the energy in your shoulders soften. With every movement, allow yourself to release more. Now, move your attention back to your hips. Begin to sway your hips gently from side to side. Let the movement feel natural, not forced. If it feels safe for you, allow your hips to make small circles, moving in any direction that feels good to you. Imagine that with every circle, you are unwinding the tension and energy that has been trapped within. You're inviting that energy to flow again, to move through your pelvis and release all the blockages that have been holding you back. As you sway or circle your hips, breathe deeply. Inhale as you expand into the movement, and exhale as you release. Notice how the rhythm of your breath syncs with the rhythm of your body. This is where the magic happens. When breath and movement come together, energy begins to move more freely. It's as if your body is finally able to speak its truth, and the release begins to happen naturally. While moving, notice if any emotions arise. You might feel sadness, frustration, or even anger. These are all normal responses as you release stored trauma. If you feel any emotion surfacing, allow it to move through you. Don't resist, feel it, and let it pass. With every breath, the energy moves, and with each movement, it becomes easier for your body to let go. You're not just releasing physical tension, you're also clearing energetic pathways, creating the space for new positive energy to flow into your body. As you release what no longer serves you, you are making room for vitality, creativity, and emotional freedom. This process may feel vulnerable, but it is a powerful step toward full liberation. As you continue to move, allow your body to guide you. Your body knows exactly what it needs to release and when. Trust it. As you continue to move and breathe, let's take a moment to deepen the awareness of your body's sensations. This process of releasing trauma and stored energy isn't linear, it's a wave. Sometimes it moves gently, other times it may feel intense. But with every movement, you're creating a new space, a new rhythm, where the energy can flow freely, unimpeded. Now let's focus on the breath again. The breath is your anchor. It guides the energy through your body, helping to clear the blockages and facilitate the release of trauma. You may have noticed that when the body feels tense, the breath often becomes shallow. Your chest may tighten, your abdomen may stiffen, and your energy may feel restricted. This is the moment to deepen your breath, to consciously invite more space into your body and energy field. Take a deep inhale through your nose, letting the breath fill your belly first. Then your chest. Feel the expansion in your ribs, your diaphragm, and your lungs. With each inhale, imagine drawing in fresh, healing energy. Visualize the breath reaching into the areas where you've been holding tension, your jaw, your hips, your shoulders. As you exhale, imagine releasing all the old, stagnant energy, sending it down into the earth to be transmuted. Allow the breath to move deeper with each cycle. Inhale, expand, exhale, release. Every time you breathe deeply, the energy of trauma begins to dissipate. Your nervous system starts to settle, and you're moving closer to your true state of balance. Now, let's return to the connection between your jaw and hips. Feel the release in these areas more deeply. As the energy shifts, notice how your body feels lighter. Can you sense the openness in your jaw, the relaxation in your hips, the freedom in your breath? This is the result of your body starting to let go. The trauma that has been stored for so long is now on its way out, making room for vitality, ease, and freedom. As you breathe, let go of any residual tension. Let go of any fears about what might come up. The release is not something you control. It happens naturally when you give your body the permission to heal. Every movement, every breath is an invitation for more freedom. Imagine your jaw and hips opening further with each breath. Visualize the energy moving easily from one area to the other. Your jaw softening, your hips opening, the space between them becoming fluid, free, and unblocked. This is the flow of life energy moving through you, unencumbered by the weight of past trauma. This is the power of embodiment. This is the power of the body's wisdom. It doesn't need to understand or analyze. It simply needs to move, to feel, and to release. As you reach this final stage, take a deep breath and allow the healing to settle throughout your body. Feel the release in your jaw, the lightness in your hips, and the spaciousness in your chest and abdomen. All of these shifts are part of a deeper process. The rebalancing of your nervous system and the integration of the energy that has been freed. The beauty of this practice is that with every breath and every movement, you're rewiring your nervous system. The trauma that has been stored in your body is no longer holding you back. It's no longer defining you. You are now in control of the energy in your body, and you are creating space for new experiences, new emotions, and new states of being to emerge. With each breath, you are affirming your power to heal. You are reaffirming your body's ability to release the past and step into a future that is free from the weight of unprocessed trauma. Feel the lightness in your body as you breathe into it. Your jaw is no longer tight, your hips no longer locked. You've unlocked the energy flow that was once blocked, and now your body is a clear channel for vitality and ease. Take one final deep breath in. Imagine this breath filling every part of your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Hold that breath for a moment, feeling the expansive energy filling you, and then slowly release, letting go of any remaining tension or resistance. Now check in with yourself. How do you feel now compared to when we began? Notice any differences? A greater sense of ease, an increase in energy, a deeper connection to your body. This is the beginning of your healing journey. The more you continue to practice releasing trauma from your body, the more freedom and peace you will experience. Remember, healing isn't about forcing anything. It's about creating space for your body to do what it does best: heal itself. When you continue to connect with your body, breathe deeply, and release stored tension, you're allowing your body to restore balance and move forward with ease. Your jaw and hips no longer have to carry the weight of unprocessed trauma. You've broken the cycle, and you are now free to move through the world with a renewed sense of vitality and openness. If this practice resonated with you, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a transformative moment. Share this video with someone who's ready to release what's been holding them back and step into their power. In the comments, write, "I am free, I am powerful," and let's affirm this healing together. Every step you take brings you closer to the life you're meant to live.